Hi everyone, my name is Anushay Azeem, and today my topic is on family and intimacy and its role on socialization. So let's get started. So what is socialization? Socialization is how people learn norms, values, and behaviors through family, peers, schools, and even social media. Family is the first agent of socialization, which means that it shapes love, identity, and cultural values. Intimacy, on the other hand, is built on trust. It develops in families, friendships, relationships, and they all interconnect to influencing emotional growth. Family socialization teaches communication, attachment styles, and expectations, which then later alter friendships and romantic bonds. Childhood experiences set the foundation for how intimacy is expressed, affecting emotional well-being and social connections throughout life. While some think socialization happens only in childhood, others argue that it is a lifelong process. So our study actually examines how family intimacy, closeness, and connections shape an adolescent's ability to form and maintain peer relationships. This is rooted in Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory, which highlights how individuals develop within interconnected social systems, with family being the primary foundation in early life. Socialization does begin at home, where families teach communication, emotional expression, and relationship building. Adolescents with strong family bonds often develop confidence, while those lacking in intimacy may struggle. Prior research links parent-child relationships to peer interactions, but the exact process remains unclear, in which our study will dive into that. So a little bit of background on this study. It explores how family as a core microsystem in Bronfenbrenner's theory directly shapes adolescents' peer relationship, as previously mentioned. This challenges Judith Harris's group socialization theory, which states that peers are the primary influence of socialization. Family intimacy fosters strong psychological capital, which is self-efficacy, resilience, optimism, and hope, leading to a stronger communication and social confidence. Emotional closeness provides a secure foundation for social skills, yet research lacks clarity on its direct role in shaping peer interactions. This study fills that gap by examining how family influences self-identity and peer networks. The findings offer guidance for families, educators, policymakers, and psychologists, emphasizing interventions like family counseling, parent education, and school-family partnerships. Strengthening family bonds supports mental well-being, social integration, and stable youth development, highlighting the lasting impact of early socialization. So now we're going to be talking about the methods of this study. In this study, researchers designed an online survey using validated psychological scales to measure 4 key variables: family intimacy, self-identity, psychological capital, and friendship quality. These were assessed using the Likert scale responses, ranging from 1, strongly disagree, to 5, strongly agree. The study surveyed 414 adolescents aged from 15 to 25 from 8 schools in China, with a sample that was 86% female and 14% male. Most participants were junior college students from rural backgrounds, living in 2-parent households with siblings. Data collection occurred in 2 phases. 1, a pilot survey in March of 2021, followed by the main survey from May to September of 2022. Researchers distributed surveys both online and on paper, around 150 copies. Participation was anonymous and voluntary, with parental consent required for minors. The responses were analyzed using structural equation modeling, SEM, in Amos 24, examining how family intimacy, psychological capital, and self-identity statistically influence adolescent peer relationships. So now we're going to be focusing more on the implications and the results of the study. The study found that family intimacy plays a key role in shaping peer relationships. Adolescents with closer family bonds develop better social skills like trust, empathy, and communication, leading to stronger friendships. The coefficient for this is 0.459, which indicates a meaningful positive relationship. The study continues to showcase that family intimacy increases psychological capital, boosting peer relationships and things like confidence, resilience, and optimism, which makes social adaptation much easier. On the other hand, lower family intimacy is linked to weaker peer relationship and lower psychological capital, making socialization much more difficult. To address this, parents should foster emotional warmth and open communications, while schools can support peer bonding through social emotional learning. Mental health professionals can provide self-identity coaching, and policymakers can strengthen homeschool connections with family support programs. So we're going to be focusing on this specific diagram that showcases that family intimacy strengthens psychological capital, self-identity, and peer relationships. Self-identity, which is shaped by family intimacy, also influences psychological capital and friendships. This means a supportive family environment builds confidence, resilience, and social skills, helping adolescents form stronger peer relationships and adapt better to society. It is seen that family intimacy is positively correlated to psychological capital, which is in turn strongly correlated to peer relationships in this diagram. This shows that the process of how close family intimacy relates to socialization and peer relationships among adolescents. Overall, to conclude, our research highlights the crucial role of family in shaping adolescent socialization. Stronger family bonds build emotional security, psychological resilience, and self-identity, all essential for forming positive peer relationships. Supportive homes help adolescents develop adaptability and confidence in social settings. To foster this, families, educators, and communities must come together and must work together, creating environments that nurture emotional well-being and social skills. Family-school collaboration is key in promoting social success, as peer relationships are rooted in early family interactions. A strong family foundation leads to socially capable individuals who can navigate and thrive in their own personal relationships. Now, we're going to put our focus on to the discussion questions. Firstly, how do early family experiences shape an individual's ability to build friendships? We know that strong family bonds teach trust, communication, and emotional security, forming the foundation for social connections. Second, how does family intimacy influence social skill development? From the study, we know that it helps adolescents build empathy, adaptability, and conflict resolution skills. Third, what can families do to support adolescent socializations? This can vary from context to context. However, the starting base can be to encourage open communication, emotional support, and independence, which all help strengthen peer relationships. And finally, what challenges do adolescents from low intimacy families face? We are aware that many adolescents in low intimacy families struggle with trust, social anxiety, and emotional expression, making it harder to form long-lasting friendships. And that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you found this presentation insightful and learned something new. Thank you.